When Lem Halstead threatened to turn Jack Bates over to Sheriff Masters, Jack decided to give himself up. Meanwhile, the Lone Ranger and Tonto rode to Kansas and investigated the 10-year-old crime for which Bates was wanted. Then they headed for a railroad station where gleaming wire showed them that there was a telegraph.
Tonto, there's a station right ahead.
That's good.
We can use that telegraph and check on the report we've had of Jack Morton. We'll save a lot of time. Those reports are true. We may be able to help him more than he thinks.
Look out. Maybe feller not send message.
I think he'll send it all right.
we make 'em.
Steady there, Silver, old boy.
Hi, stranger.
I want to speak to you.
You're masked.
Yes.
Get away. This ain't no place for masked men.
Stay there with the horses, Tonto.
No, you don't.
Not so fast. Don't try to slam that door.
Now, see here. There ain't nothing here that's worth robbing.
I don't want to rob you. All I want is for you to send a message.
I can't do it unless it's railroad business.
Yes, you can. It's government business.
Yeah?
Here's the message I want sent.
But, see here, mister, this ain't government business.
Yes, it is the business of the government to give men the right to life and liberty. That message means all of that to the men concerned.
Jack Morton. Say,
Well,
I was talking with the operator down Texas way this morning.
talking to him?
On the telegraph, I mean. We sort of visit back and forth.
Well,
He told me about Jack Morton. He surrendered himself to the sheriff.
he did?
Yeah. They're sending word to Sheriff Masters up here to go and get him. He's wanted for a murder he done 10 years ago.
I know he is.
Fact is, he's on his way here right now. There's a couple of deputies bringing him.
Sheriff Masters is south of here, between here and the Texas border.
Just so.
I had to come a long way north to get to this office.
Yeah?
If Sheriff Masters is the kind of man I think, he'll waste no time with Jack Morton, or Bates, as he calls himself now.
Masters don't waste time with no one. He'll have Morton tried first thing in the morning, chances are. Then they'll be set to hang him afore night if they don't lynch him.
They won't hang him, will they?
Sure they will. He's been a fugitive too long to get anything else.
Send that message, and get me an answer as soon as you can.
Well, I'll do it, mister, even if it is against the rules.
My friend will stay around here 2 or more days if necessary. May take that long before the answer comes. Tonto, I'm riding for Sheriff Masters County. You stay here. As soon as the message comes from Washington, bring it to me.
Why, you go.
To try and postpone a hanging.
Hail, Silver! Away!
The Lone Ranger headed south. Meanwhile, Jack Morton had been taken north from Texas to Sheriff Masters, who immediately called for a trial. While the masked rider urged his great horse Silver to its utmost speed, Jack was brought before the judge.
Yes, I did it all right. I came to surrender.
That's all we need to know, Judge. He's confessed to the crime, all right.
You plead guilty?
Yes.
Married, eh?
Well, this is my wife. She came with me, Your Honor.
Well, there's nothing for the jury to decide. Stand up close to the bar and hear your sentence.
Yes, sir.
If you'd been captured at the time, you would have had 10 years. As it is, you've been a fugitive from justice. You've cost the county no end of time, money, and trouble. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
For that, you'll get the maximum. I sentence you to hang by the neck till dead.
No! No, you can't do that!
Come on there, Silver! Stretch out those great legs of yours, old boy! Hail, Silver! Away!
Taken to prison, stunned by the grim penalty that had been meted out, Jack sat in his cell with his wife on the opposite side of the bars. There were only a few short hours before he was to hang.
Jack, I can't believe it. It can't be true.
Mary, I was willing to pay, but this,
I'm going to talk to the sheriff,
it won't do no good.
but it won't do any harm.
The Lone Ranger drew closer to his goal, but he realized how quickly a sentence of death would be carried out. Silver responded to his urging with even greater speed.
Come on, Silver! A man's life is at stake! A good man's life!
Sheriff, you can save him if you're mind to. He's a good man.
Sorry, Mrs. Morton, but the law's the law.
Can't you understand? There's not just me. There's a little one coming.
It's too bad. But he killed a man.
That was 10 years ago. He wasn't more than a boy.
He should have thought of that before he married you.
Lem Holstead was only given 10 years. He wasn't killed.
Jury was weak-kneed, that's why. Now, there's nothing more to talk about. You can stay here in my office if you want till the hanging is over.
Oh, heaven help us.
Jake, you stay here with Mrs. Morton. I'll go with Pete and Lefty and the prisoner.
All right, Sheriff.
Sheriff, this is murder you're doing.
The law is the law.
But, Sheriff...
All set, Sheriff?
Come on, we'll get him out in the cell and take him to where the boys are waiting for him.
The rope's all set.
The sooner we get this done with, the better. I hate like sin to do it, but... Well, we gotta show the rest of the folks that crime don't pay in Kansas.
That's right.
Got the keys?
Yeah. Sheriff,
Yeah?
my wife. Did she talk to you?
Yeah.
You're gonna let me out?
Yeah.
Then you've changed your mind?
Changed my mind.
You're gonna let me go?
Can't do it, Jack.
Well, then why?
Ain't for me to say. The law spoke, and all I can do is carry out the law.
You mean...
You're going now, Morton. I reckon it'll be best if you don't see your wife again. Come on.
No. No, you can't do it. Sheriff...
Now, don't make trouble. We got 2 men here to rope you if we have to do it. There just ain't no way to get around the law.
No, I reckon they ain't.
That's the way to take it, Morton.
And I thought... what a fool.
You thought what?
That I'd been forgiven.
Well, there's the boys right ahead.
Hey, there's someone coming there.
Why, that's the masked man.
Who?
He's riding hard.
Maybe he's got word for you, Sheriff. He's heading right this way.
Likely wants a share of the reward.
Stand aside there!
Hey, what's this mean?
Look out there!
Stop that! Look out for that horse! Make way! Come on, Jack! Sit down with me!
But you...
Stop that man!
Get your gun!
That's it, Jack! Hi-yo,
Snatched him right away from us.
Never got the chance to use a gun.
Knock me clean off my feet!
Where's his wife? I'll hold her, that's what I'll do. You boys round up a posse. Scour the country for them, too. The masked man will hang alongside Morton when we get him.
What did you say?
He got away.
My husband, isn't he going to hang?
He'll hang, but not as planned. We got to get him back first.
I never seen nothing like the way that masked man rid up, lifted him to the white horse and hightailed.
Oh, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
You're staying here till we get your husband back. Savvy that?
I'm glad to. I'm glad to stay here forever as long as Jack is alive.
Several days went by. The sheriff's posse was unable to find any sign of Jack or the masked man. And finally, the deputies returned to town. Sheriff Masters refused to give up.
What sort of men are you? Them 2 couldn't disappear into thin air.
We sure hunted high and low for him.
Then get out and hunt some more. I want both them men, dead or alive.
He's still alive.
Do you know where he's hiding?
No, Sheriff.
If I thought you did...
I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Now, look here, Mrs. Morton. You can't stay in this here office from now on.
Then put me in the jail.
I can't do that neither. You ain't committed no crime.
No, and I don't think Jack did either.
Look, suppose I was to let you go back to Texas.
I wouldn't go, Sheriff,
Why not?
because I wouldn't know whether Jack was alive or dead. I wouldn't know whether or not he'd been found and brought back.
Dad, rat it all, you can't stay here. I can't lock you up. My missus can't go on feeding you and letting you sleep in our place.
Sheriff, we got an Indian here.
Well, what about it?
Me, Tonto.
Tonto. Jack spoke of...
What about it? What are you bringing him here for?
He rid into town, and one of the boys recognized him as a friend of the masked man.
Yeah?
They seen him last night. He was building a fire on Dead Man's Hill. And this morning he was keeping that same fire going and heaping wet stuff on to make a smoke signal.
Oh. And who you signaling to?
Me send message.
To who?
To good friend.
The masked man?
What for?
Me tell him come back.
Come back? You mean he'll come here on account of you sending a smoke signal?
That's right. Maybe him come heap soon.
He can't be close enough to see that signal. If he was, we'd have found him.
Him hide trail plenty good.
They got him. They got him both.
What? What's that?
Here they come. There they got him. The masked man and the other. He surrendered, Sheriff, but he won't give up his guns or take his mask off.
Open both.
You wait. Me got gun.
You only know the two, huh?
You keep back.
Where's the message, Tonto?
Yeah, me got it here.
Give it to the sheriff.
What's this?
Sheriff, while you were arresting Morton, I sent a message to Washington, to the War Department. Jack Morton had a fine Army record, good enough to merit a lot of things.
Army records.
Jack, why don't you stay away? What'd you come back for?
We're trusting the masked man, Mary.
Tonto waited for the replies to come in, Sheriff, and I had to take Morton away so he wouldn't be dead when his pardon arrived.
Pardon?
The War Department sent word to the governor of Kansas. He's sending a pardon by a fast rider. Isn't that what the message says, Tonto?
That's right. That's why me send smoke signal.
This sure says them very things, stranger.
Sheriff, you're a hard man, but I reckon you're honest. You won't hang me till that pardon has a chance to get here, will you?
No, Dad Rabbit. Morton, I'm glad it's coming. I'm glad for the sake of your wife and... well, for the sake of your whole doggone family.
Hi-yo, Silver! Away! Come on there, Silver, old boy! Maggie McGee needs our help! Hi-yo, Silver! Away!
The story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Lone Ranger Incorporated.